Those lights are what, David?
Bright. Turn off the lights.
Oh, so
Donald.
checking in October.
Checking in October.
How's your October been? What a lot has changed, isn't it? We got what's his fucking name? Donald Trump.
Trumpster in.
I mean, technically that was in November.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be inaugurated. I always struggle to say that word. Inaugurated.
You're just fresh back from Africa.
It's straight off the plane from Africa.
I feel like that's like the main kind of. What else happened in October? Let me think. Not a lot.
Not a lot really. Work was all right. It was steady.
Yeah. Right, that's it then. Yeah.
And
there's like a mister on behind you.
A mister on?
Oh, it's your glasses. You won't be able to see it.
Oh. And we had a party around here, didn't we?
Yeah, party. That was good.
That was good. To celebrate our podcast. No, we didn't.
No. What was that for? Just
a standard yearly party we have.
Yeah.
You passed out as per usual.
No, I didn't.
You did?
No, I didn't.
You did outside.
Passed out.
You did on the floor.
Oh, fuck off. No. Oh, I've been.
Pricey.
I went to Man Down. You went to Man Down.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, yeah. We started Man Down. Went with my dad to Man Down.
Yeah.
And so I've been once, and then I went away, so I missed a couple.
I've been once, and then I missed one. I've been to one breakfast.
Yeah, do breakfast. So they do that on the Thursday, don't they, which is great.
No, they do that on a Wednesday.
No, on the Thursday. Then on the Wednesday they do the breakfast.
Oh, no, but we were saying we've been to breakfast.
Don't be retarded. We're not allowed to say that. Sorry, beeswax.
And then what else have we done?
Yeah, so that's good fun, that, isn't it?
Well, is it fun?
I find it fun, yeah.
What, going to Man Down?
The Wednesday part I do.
Oh,
that's not
we're
like...
going back to talking Wednesday again now.
But that's not, I suppose, it's not... The Man Down is like the meeting where you go and sort of chat.
That's not fun.
Just let me fucking say, Pricey, you
Sorry.
prick. The Wednesday in particular is... We meet up and have a coffee, don't we? And some breakfast. I bet you had a fucking great breakfast.
No, I just had the normal
huge
big breakfast. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
But that's quite good fun.
And then obviously I've been joining in with the Bude Wellness Warriors.
Yep.
I've been finding that good old Huddy's a good old. He's on this week, isn't he? He's on.
Yeah, he's out this Thursday. But that'll be last Thursday.
Yeah. So he's a good egg. Met some of the lads down there. Went for coffees afterwards as well.
Oh yeah, without me.
Nice bunch.
Oh, right, okay.
Really nice bunch. Really nice. Yeah, really nice bunch of chavies. Like really nice.
Chavies?
Well,
I'm sure they'll be over the moon about that.
That's just what I call honourable gentlemen. And then me and Steve went up to Zen Jungle.
Mr. Jungle himself.
Jungle is massif.
I was just about to say that.
Who hopefully will be on here very soon.
Which will be an interesting chat.
A very interesting chat.
Very interesting man.
Very interesting indeed. So talk to me about Africa.
Afrikaan.
So why did you go? Was it some kind of like...
It was a mission
humanitarian mission?
To save the world.
You right?
Yeah, I wonder what that was on the guitar.
What was it?
I don't know, I think it was the zip.
Yeah, let's get your guitar in, didn't you?
Shall we?
No.
Shall I start playing?
No, because it'll be like fucking Kumbaya, my lord. It'll be like you start fucking going...
What are you doing? You can... I wonder if you could... We should get the guitar out, see if you can play it with those sausage fingers.
I don't like guitars.
Why?
I just don't like
them. I don't
them.
like guitars.
They're pathetic.
Yeah, don't be jealous because I can play it and you can't.
No one can really play a guitar, is it? It's just like bling, 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 bling. That's all it is. There's nothing really else.
You're saying that to be aggravating.
No. Am I aggravating then?
No, you're not aggravating me.
Oh, good.
But I know you do it to be aggravating. Like, so people can't play the piano.
Yeah, but at least the piano sounds like music.
The what?
The what? The piano sounds
you
like
weren't
music.
fucking saying that.
The piano. No, because I was thinking the piano
Pianist.
ferries.
Oh, I thought you were thinking pianist.
The piano sounds like, what do you call it, doesn't it? Like actual music. We had Armistice Day today as well.
Yeah, so you don't...
Monday the 11th of November, so go on.
So you don't think guitars play music?
No, they don't sound very musical. Well, it sound very
That's
musical.
one of the most fucking dumbass things I think I've ever heard you say, if not the. Seriously.
The. What do you mean?
Which part of that don't you understand?
What, I just... Yeah,
You're acting like a fucking dumbass, talking shit.
Mm,
What's wrong with your arm?
just a little itch.
What are you fucking doing? You're rubbing it like really strangely.
So, yeah, talk to us about...
So we went to Africa for 2 weeks, 15 nights, 12-hour flight. I was cooped up like a battery hen, so I'm obviously quite big. Matey's seat, drop the fucking seats back, smash straight into my legs.
Oh, really? Did you not get an extended...
No, I couldn't get any more legroom seats.
That's annoying.
For me and my third leg. And so I said to him, I was like that. I said, I tapped her. I said, Medi, just when you drop your seat back, just give me a warning. And then I can move my legs. I can spread the old...
What did he say?
He just went, oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah, people are a little bit...
5 hours later, smash straight back into my legs. And I thought, I'm not saying anything.
Well, if you say it again, then it would have been quite confrontational, wouldn't it?
Well, exactly. And I thought, I'm just going to say something rude to him. Something like, you're obviously stupid and didn't understand what I was saying, even though you were clearly speaking English.
Is that what you said to him?
No, that's what I would have said.
Oh, okay.
And then I would end up getting smacked in the face, probably.
Yeah, well, you never know.
And then so that was 12 hours being sat there.
It affected you quite a lot, though, didn't it? Like you were talking to me about just the whole culture over there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country, but there's such a contrast in how much money there is and isn't in certain areas. It's really upsetting to see. That 19p an hour, whatever this lad was earning waitering. 90p or 90p? 90p.
I mean, I'm not sure it matters. Semantics.
Well, it matters a lot probably when you're in Africa.
Oh, no, I know, but...
South Africa, sorry. Semantics, exactly. And, it did. It affected me a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to buy some footballs for some people, basically.
Do you think that's like a priority need for them, like footballs?
No, well, it's one of the townships.
Yeah, because they call it township, isn't it? Is that like a village type thing?
I think so, yeah. It covers what it is, like very...
Like Stratton.
Poor... Bude. Very poor... just a very poor area with lots of houses basically stuck to each other.
When you say stuck, like terraced?
Just dotted on a certain space. I don't know how big a space. Just lots of with corrugated roof sort of bits. And
holy fuck! So that's the thing,
really
like a shanty town almost.
Basically, yeah. And then we drove.
Oh, sorry. Just really quickly because I see you yawning. We did get a comment a little while ago about yawning.
Knobends.
Well, I mean, fair play. Like
fair play. What?
We were yawning, but I think it's worth pointing out, I mean, we're doing this we've just started. It's 8:10 on a Monday night. Neither of us are we're not professionals, are we? We're just a couple of fellas sitting here having a chat,
bollocks.
Trying to help a few people out by maybe being a little bit relatable and trying to add a little bit of humour. So we're certainly not like, what's her name? Fucking
Theresa May?
Myra from BBC News or
Hindley.
No, she didn't ever work for the BBC. Well, probably, you never know.
No, Stephen.
Well, you don't know that. She might have been on the payroll.
Calm down.
But no, I just wanted to say to that person, we do get it, obviously, that you might have found that highly dramatic and traumatic. But, if we do yawn, it's just because we're just a bit tired.
And also, we don't edit it.
No.
So
I'm pretty sure a lot of other... Oh, God. Look at me. It's fun, isn't it? I'm sure there's a lot worse on other podcasts.
Oh, that's what you just about to say.
Yeah. But, so that's quite funny.
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
It's obviously infectious. So we also drove through an area for 41 kilometres, whatever that is. What's that in miles? 30 miles? I don't know. Long way. It's about an hour.
About 26 miles, I'd say.
26 miles?
Yeah, because 42 kilometres is 26.2 miles, I think. So, yeah.
It was still an hour. So I couldn't go very fast. Sorry to that person who said yawning was boring. Fuck off.
No, I think basically he said you've got to move over and let someone else have a go.
let's get in contact with him, see if he wants to set his own podcast up.
Yeah.
Let's see if he fancies putting in 10, 15 hours of work a week
Yeah. Well, maybe.
and losing money. Do
Yeah.
you think he'd like to do that?
Yeah, probably.
And you know what, it's losing money, but I don't mind.
Sorry, so
But it feels good.
41 kilometres.
On this road, it was the N66 part of it. So that's absolute balls. So it's the
N66.
So it's the N2 goes on for like 900 kilometres. It's the longest road in Africa or South Africa.
Fucking hell.
No, longer than that. It's over 1,000 kilometres. And a lot of it's just straight. Anyway,
You see Tato when you're out there?
Channing.
No, not Tatum. Tato.
Potato?
Is that his name, Tato?
Robert Mugabe? I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying, dude.
What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying Tato, and then you're coming back with, like, Bruce Willis. Like,
But what are you saying?
what's the
What's
geezer that
Tato?
sings the song?
Nelson Mandela?
Sings a song about the plains of Africa. Is it Teo?
Enya?
Oh, fuck off. Anyway, carry on. You're going along the N1.
So the N2, and basically we got told, don't go on this particular road by friends, which is the R66, N66. And it's basically 41 kilometres of rough road.
Right. So you
We're
went
like,
down it.
So we didn't know that was the road. We didn't know we turned off this particular road. Sat nav just said turn off. So we got like a mile in and we're like, okay, right. That'll be fine. It won't be, it's basically 20 kilometres. And then you turn off to more of it. It's 41 kilometres. And this road you couldn't go over about 15 miles an hour. And we saw, in like an hour, we saw 4 trucks coming towards us, like 4x4s of workers. And that was it. We saw goats and locals, and there was a lot of like mud huts. And we were thinking, fucking hell, if we break down here, like 2 white people, you could easily just disappear. It doesn't matter if we're white or black or whatever. But it was all a black area. No money there. It's quite shocking to see how deprived people were. Luckily, obviously, we didn't break down, but I thought if we did, it was going to be pretty hairy.
And you're going quite slow as well.
Yeah. Past people, and I'll be like,
why would you draw your attention to yourself?
I think you said draw my gun. Well, that's fucking, I'm in a big white car.
Why did you get a white car?
Because that's the one that we hired.
Fucking hell.
You don't get a choice of which colours you have. I was saying to to a taxi driver out there, I don't know how many cars are white, but like, I don't know, 90% or whatever, 80% are white.
But didn't someone say about getting a black Uber? Or a white Uber?
Oh, so I said, because there's black Ubers. I said, what about the white Ubers? He found it funny.
Who did?
The black taxi driver.
The Uber driver?
Yeah.
So there was the taxi...
He said, I hadn't thought of that. I find that funny.
Was the taxi black or the taxi driver?
No. The taxi driver was black, so the Ubers you can get like Comfort, XL, Tractor, Tank, like all of them. But one of them was called Black, and that's basically like a limousine.
Right.
It wasn't a limousine, but
so it's black as in like elite.
Yeah.
Is that what you went for?
That's what we were told to go for. Anyway, we did that about 3 times. Like, oh, what difference does it make? So we just went Comfort in the end.
Yeah.
So some of them were pretty ropey. Mate, he had all his kids' stuff in the boot. All sorts of shit. One of them, like, it didn't sound very good.
Pretty cool, though, that they've got, like, Uber there. Like, really?
I suppose, well, so I wouldn't imagine the Ubers would have gone on the N66 or the R66 where it was off-road. No. So that probably wasn't. And with the safari we did at Makuzi Falls, which is a private game lodge, the local village owns half of it. Right, okay. The Makuzi village. But they don't get post sent there or anything.
Post?
Yeah, like parcels or anything like that.
Why not?
They don't. So these footballs I'm going to send over for the village have to get sent to the lodge.
Well, they don't get post at the village?
No.
They get post at the lodge?
Yeah. Because it's like a fixed address.
But so
there's no fixed addresses at this village.
But I imagine all the people that live in the huts, they work at the lodge, no?
A few of them.
Right.
There's about 30 or 40 people there. So I met one of the chaps that worked at the lodge was like the chief of the village. Right. And he sort of...
But was he a chief of the hotel?
No, he just worked there, just in the bar.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So what made him like chief of the village then? Was he just
I don't know how it works. I don't know. He said Did you get to go and see the village? No, I'd like to have done.
Because you sound like you got quite matey with matey.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Because if he was the chief, it'd have been quite nice for you to...
Yeah, no, if we go back over, well, we are going back over. If we can go there, I would like to go to the village.
Well, do you think he was just mugging you off a bit, like trying to entice you to come round?
Well, and have me as dinner.
Yeah, like skin you and then use
Could
you as a
be.
rug.
God, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Me laid out.
Yeah, just like everyone tripping over your nose.
3 legs.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. It was
So,
quite an
yeah.
experience, yeah. So I'm going to sort out sending some footballs over there for them. So I feel like I should do something after spending all that money on their country, like eating nice food when they can't afford to eat. Or
Find that odd though as well. It was quite a grotesque amount of food that it was being prepared every day, wasn't it? Like
one of the hotels was horrendous.
yeah, and there must have been a lot of waste.
Yeah. Well, someone said there was. Yeah, I can't say a whole lot.
No.
Not because they'll get in trouble. Not that, but that person watches this anyway.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we will do now anyway. Yeah.
Oh, hello. Just saying hi.
Hello. Yeah, and he was saying that the food. He was saying a lot of the workers can't afford to eat. This is like one of the, if not the top hotel in South Africa, and it wasn't expensive.
No.
Over,
Why
basic.
don't they just let them eat the leftovers?
So they get searched every time they leave the hotel to make sure they're.
Because they're going to chuck it away anyway. Why can't they let them eat it?
Don't know. He was very coy. He said, "I can't say too much," and he said, "Like, please don't tell him else. We'll get in trouble." And he's one of the restaurant managers, and he's spoken with the managers above him, but they're just not having any of it, any food parcels or anything.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's horrible.
So they get paid like 90p an hour.
Depends. Once someone told us that people on shift work get paid the highest, which isn't very much.
Did you see? And was it mainly men, women, or just a mixture of both
That I saw.
that were working?
A mixture. Women on the roadside, the women were waving the flags, so it was cheaper to hire.
What do you mean waving flags? There's a circus in town, or
It was cheaper to hire a woman. Sorry, not a woman. It was cheaper to hire. Well, it could be a woman, because they're all women. Cheaper to hire a human to wave the flag to warn you as you were oncoming traffic, rather than them hiring a sign.
oh wow!
So just stand there like.
Did you?
Horrible.
I imagine they're highly trained, but like you say, probably quite scared about what they talk about. Like, did you get any sense of like, obviously like things like depression and stuff like that? I mean,
Yeah, depression. I spoke to someone who was working in the village, that village Makuzi Falls, or Makuzi, and she said there's a high rate of teenage suicides, like young men. She said because of drink and drugs.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
And it's hard to try and correlate, I imagine, because like we're like, oh, I'm not putting it down, obviously. Like, our problems are probably like nothing compared to what they're having to go through.
Well, you should come back here and you're like, I'm worried about this, I'm thinking of that, and
they're like,
no, I'm generalising, not everyone. There's some very wealthy, lot of wealthy people
in South Africa.
In South Africa, sort of Cape Town, Camps Bay area.
There's a lot of corruption, I imagine.
Oh, hellishly with the police and that.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Did you see any police?
Yeah, they did. We did get warned. You'd get pulled over, even when you weren't speeding. Then you'd have to pay them off.
Although what?
I don't know. I don't know what they would have done. I don't know. But you just got to make sure you've got money to pay them.
Well, they just take all your money, or
Potentially, yes. I would imagine. Yeah.
fucking hell.
Yeah. So we just kept a little wad of. Basically, it would have been about 14 quid, 13 quid.
In the glove box.
Yeah, in the glove box, just to give them if. But they were driving along fucking maniacs as well, like some of the other road users.
Did you have a piece with you, or?
A piece, yeah. Always carry around a piece.
No, I mean like, because can you carry in?
I've no idea.
No, just
No,
one.
I don't know, actually.
Probably laws against that. I
Yeah.
imagine.
But no, so there was all of it was beautiful, all the areas,
Yeah.
but it was just
Do you feel like you were very much sheltered from the reality of it?
no. Because we travelled around, so we went from. So what did we do? Started at Cape Town, and then we got a plane. Basically, in between days, we got a plane nearly 2 hours away to Durban. Then we drove 5 hours to the safari place, and then came back. So we did stuff in between, but then we got a plane back. So we stayed in a huge, varying different states of poverty and wealth.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really shocking. And you'd be in a wealthy area, or that was. When I say wealthy, I mean like a nice shopping centre. So like not Armada. So what's it called?
Armada?
What's it called? The one in Plymouth. Used to be called Armada.
Anyway,
Like, shopping centre in Plymouth. You know, something like that. And then you go outside, maybe a couple 100 yards on the road. People are begging for money.
As you say, people were going through rubbish bins and that as well.
Yeah, on rubbish day they were pulling out all the bins.
Yeah, it's one thing I don't see that much around here anymore. That's one thing. It used to be a lot in Kent and Canterbury, where I was from. Like, you know, people going through bins. Like,
Yeah, you don't really get that. There's not a lot of homeless around here at all. It might be
a lot of bins.
true.
Either, to be fair.
Have you? They're starting that food waste thing, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, we started last week.
Was that last week? Was it? We didn't. We
So
couldn't work
bin
out what it
days on
was.
a Tuesday now.
And rubbish is and food's on a Wednesday, isn't it?
Well, no, ours is all Tuesdays.
Oh, it's different anyway.
But yeah, it was rubbish last week. I didn't think they were going to come. I actually put it out, and I'm normally like fucking quite stressed out because I don't like putting it out the night before because of the fucking seagulls and shit like that.
Well, haven't you got a wheelie? There's wheelie bins.
Well, yeah, but ours couldn't shut properly, and I also had a couple of bags on the side as well.
I imagine will you be one of those ones that's fucking chock-a-block? Shit's falling out.
So I put it out in the morning, and normally you have to get it out before 7:30, otherwise you're fucked. But I put it out, and it must have been 1-2 o'clock before they actually came round for it.
No seagulls are ripped open. You get people around here, fucking always the same people leave out and fucking seagulls ripping through.
Yeah, no, we don't really get
shit
seagulls
everywhere,
down
all over
our way.
Don't you?
No, not really. No. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but why are you looking
You're
like that?
saying that to be fucking...
No, genuinely. I don't think... See, I think a lot of the seagulls, we're probably a bit too close to the sea. And I think... No, seriously. I think if you think about the topology, I think you've...
Oh, God, here we go.
I think you've got...
I don't even know what the fuck that word means, so you're going to have to explain.
I think you've got, like...
Fompology?
No, topology.
What's that?
Well, just like the lay of the land. You've
Why
obviously...
did you say that then? rather
You've
than
got,
being a fucking
obviously, all the bins
knobhead?
along the coast. So that's probably their immediate... If you imagine you're a seagull and you're flying over the sea and you come to the coast, the first thing you're going to do is go to the bins like that are on the shore.
Yeah.
And then you're going to take off again and probably head up into town. You know, you're not going to kind of stop. You know,
Well, it's been fascinating, but I'm not really asked, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, South Africa was interesting. Beautiful place. Definitely go back.
Best memory?
One of the best ones is our mate.
No, the best memory.
Best memory.
Yeah.
Like
Like when you think South Africa, you're like, do you know what? That was definitely like the best thing about that trip. Was it seeing Jane and Nigel?
I was going to say, we're one of the best things, yeah.
You know, what was the best
Yeah,
thing?
but I get fucking hell pricey. I don't know what the best thing was.
Not
the
seeing-
poverty sticks
Sorry,
in
Jane
my
and Nigel, it was not the best.
Well, they don't watch it anyway.
Oh, fair enough.
Jane said she didn't know why I did the podcast, even though she didn't know what a podcast was.
Oh,
So that was an interesting comment.
yeah.
So you don't know why we did it.
Jane.
Yeah, Jane. And yeah, seeing them because they turned up, we didn't know they were going to be there, so they ruined our lunch.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have thought about it.
No,
I
it's
said
fine. I
that
loved
shit.
it. That was a really nice
surprise.
Yeah, lovely surprise. I don't know. Probably the poverty sticks up my brain in
That
a
was the
big
best
way.
thing, was it?
No. I didn't. Did I say that?
Well, I was asking you about the best
No,
thing.
but I
that
hadn't
was all.
finished. That really sticks out in my mind. People like in wheelchairs, whether they are in a wheelchair, I don't know. You sort of take on face value.
What do you mean?
Riding up the middle like of a 4-laned like road.
A bit like Benidorm. It's had the mobility scooters,
No, that's
didn't they, in the
mobility.
middle?
I don't think it's like that. They weren't pissed up.
No.
Well, they didn't look like it. Begging for money as you pull up to the traffic lights. people selling bags of fruit.
Yeah, but they do that in
come up to your
London,
window.
dude. Like, they do that in London. Like, the classic kind of wash your windscreen. They always shit at it as well. Like, I wouldn't mind, because obviously lights, you probably look, what, 20, 30 seconds you're at the light, so it is a hard task, but,
Yeah.
you know, you chose to perform that
Yeah.
service at the lights. You know, you could give out cans of Coke and a packet of crisps, probably be more efficient, right? If you're going to give someone's car basically a mini valet on the outside in 30 seconds, I just think it's a little bit unnecessary, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, they do that in London. There's a prolific set of lights
Is there where
where they do that, yeah.
Yeah, it takes some balls out to stand in the middle of the road.
They don't. A lot of the problem as well is they don't like taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
As they'll
They just
squirt
do it.
fucking water all over your
Yeah.
windscreen, and then just basically squeeze it away. And it's just, you know, I've got window wipers, love,
Yeah.
and some. Zzz, like I don't really need you to do that for me.
Window wipers and
But you understand why they're
Yeah.
doing. You got to give
Yeah.
them their due.
yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the day.
So that, and also probably seeing giraffes up close. That was quite
I like a
interesting.
giraffe.
Yeah,
That's-
a little weird. I'd never look. You know, I don't know whether I said you know. You know, as you grow up and you see like elephants in a book and giraffes, you see them at a zoo. And you're like, oh, there's a giraffe or there's a zebra or whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until it was, I don't know, zebra was 12 foot away, 15 foot away, just standing there like in the wild.
They're like a horse, aren't they? Really,
Well, it's like a horse with a massive neck.
like a horse cross giraffe.
Yeah, horse crossed giraffe. Yeah, we did see lots of leopards, leopard tortoises.
Did they run fast? Oh, they're
they
cheetahs,
didn't.
aren't they?
No, leopards I think are fast. We did see a cheetah. That was incredible. But yeah, that was quite a surprise seeing something like that so close.
It was a surprise.
Yeah,
Did you go on a safari?
it doesn't mean you're going to see anything.
Oh, I know, but the chances are.
Yeah, didn't
pretty
expect
high.
to drive around a fucking corner and then a 15-foot giraffe to be looking at you.
Well, see, I would have been quite upset.
You'd have probably gone, oh yeah, there's a giraffe. The next one.
No, it's just that.
Well, you would have done.
No, you
You'd
can't
have been
say.
that obnoxious prick in the front of the
You
van.
can't say I'm going on a safari and I'm fucking surprised that I saw any animals.
I didn't say I'm surprised I saw an animal. I was
Shall
surprised
we
I saw
play
a
it
giraffe.
back?
No, I said I'm surprised I saw a giraffe.
But I would say it's pretty given. If you go on a
I
safari,
don't know,
and
is it?
fucking
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard people that go on safaris and hardly see anything.
How many people do you know that?
I don't know. I haven't done a fucking survey. What was it? What's the Les Dennis thing?
Oh, Family Fortune.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I just need. Yeah, I would be very surprised if you didn't see something on a safari.
Yeah. I think it's just seeing it that close and it didn't run off.
Well, no, so it's a little bit sad, isn't it? Because they're used to basically
The engines, yeah.
the engines and humans invading their space, really.
But like for that, because that was a private game lodge, so they use that, the money it's made, 50% goes to the local village
Yeah.
because they own the land, own 50% of the land.
So do you think that they came and moved in there and said, "Oh, you've got a load of animals here, and we like your land, so
Basically,
tell
yeah.
you what, we're gonna take it over and pay you 50%."
Basically, yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
That's a bit horrible, isn't it?
It's not very nice. So, you know, it's...
And do we actually know whether or not they do actually get 50%?
This is what the chap said, who's the chief of the village.
What do you say?
He said that. He said they get 50% of the earnings. Now, whether that's after all the costs have gone out and then, you know, they run it at a small profit so they don't get very much, I don't know.
Well, they pay them in cash.
Don't know, do they?
I don't know. I just wondered how it works. If they have to send them an invoice or something.
Don't know. I suppose they own half the land, they don't need an invoice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also, you know, I know it's wild, but they're still penned in. They can jump over. Some of them will jump over the fence.
Yeah, you
There's
go on
60
a Roman. Do you see any lions?
Yeah. Surprise, isn't it?
Well, no.
You sound surprised I said yes.
Well, no. It's just that you'd not mention lions, and I didn't get any pictures of lions either.
People said they didn't want to send you pictures of lions. No, if you imagine this farm's like 60,000 hectares, I think 60,000 hectares.
I got no reference point for that.
Boxed in.
Yeah.
So then, say if they have, so they were saying they got rid of some lions recently, and they sell them to other game lodges because if they have too many lions, then they overrun and kill everything.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So there is.
So in a way, it's just a bit like a zoo.
It is a massive, massive, massive zoo, but not a zoo. It's a huge zoo, if you want to call it a zoo.
Yeah. They're not really in the wild.
They are in the wild. It's about as wild as it gets now. So there would be like the rhinos would be all extinct, wouldn't they?
Did you see any poachers?
No, the helicopters were going over because they said there was potential poachers, and they do take the rhinos' horns off the lodge themselves once a year, because else they get poached, and then they get killed, and the rhinos lose their horn anyway.
Fucking humans are horrible.
Yeah, I know. There's one recently
as well.
Yeah, load of them.
What do you call a pack of rhinos?
Rhinoceroses.
No, there must be a word for it. I don't know. There must be a word for it.
I should think so.
Hey Siri, what do you call a pack of rhinos?
We've had a problem. Please try again.
Oh, that doesn't sound right, does it? Hey Siri, what do you call a pack of rhinos?
There's a problem. Please try again.
Oh. Are you just finding that out?
Called a group of rhinos.
It'll be something silly, like a dot or something. What is it?
I'm looking. A crash.
Ah, see?
A group of rhinos is called a crash.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, no, I believe you. That's why I said it'll be something silly. Yeah, no, it is.
Fucking cool.
No, but I don't. It's a weird thing. Like groups of animals are often called quite bizarre things. Like a crash of rhinos.
There you go.
What are you looking now?
Group of hedgehogs.
Yeah, try it.
No, but I'm asking you the question.
Oh,
so you need to answer.
I don't know what it is, dude. You're the one with the
Yeah, no.
iPhone.
So it's called. It's a fucking like a guessing game.
Oh, right, a group of hedgehogs.
So I like say
A group of
So
hedgehogs
I like
like
say-
a lust.
a prickle.
No, it's not going to be called a prickle. It'll
It's
be
not called a fucking
feezy.
prickle then.
Oh, that is what it's called. I thought you were making that up.
Right, Farley.
Hi boys.
I thought you were making that up.
No. What do you call a group of octopuses?
A speckle.
Farley?
No idea.
Octopod or an octopi?
Oh yeah, I know that. Because that's
That's a fucking surprise.
that's just plural of octopus, isn't it?
What about sharks? A group of sharks.
Is that what it's called?
Okay. No, it's not called. What's it called? You know?
Is it called a group of sharks?
No.
School.
No. That's dolphins, isn't it?
Pod.
Shoal.
a
No,
global.
pod. No, a shiver.
Yeah, see? Do
Parliament of
you see what I mean?
chimpanzees.
A group of crocodiles
Is what?
afloat.
Well, that makes sense.
A group of owls, you know this. A
flock.
parliament.
Oh,
I just
Parliament.
said Parliament. I couldn't remember what it was.
That's what I thought.
Jeez, oh, do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Squirrels, a scurry or a dray. Whales, a pod. Frogs, an army. I want to be in
An
load
army of frogs.
Yeah, I want to be in a load of frogs. That doesn't sound right. Bears, a sloth or a pack. Foxes,
Scurry.
skulk. One more.
What about
Crabs.
ants?
Crabs, a cast.
A cast of crabs.
Antelopes, a
See,
herd.
I've got a view on this. You might be surprised to know.
A group of camels. You like this last one?
Humps.
Caravans.
Oh yeah. See, I think all of that is fairly unnecessary. Why don't we just call them a group?
There's loads of things you could talk about that are unnecessary in life.
Like
Loads
someone's
of it.
gone
Most of
through
life's
and
unnecessary,
made-
dude.
Someone's gone through and made a name up for
A
each
caravan
of those.
of camels.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Your face.
It doesn't make any. A
I
caravan
love
of
a caravan of camels.
Because all I picture is a caravan full of camels.
Camels with their heads sticking out
Yeah,
there.
all over the fucking place. Oh, which is mental.
What sort of animal would you be? I'd be a camel if I was a wild animal. I'd definitely be a camel.
I'd be a rhino, wouldn't I? Yeah,
I thought you were
would.
going to say hippo.
To be honest, I've been looking at you this evening and thinking how I've never realised this before, but you actually do look a lot like a giraffe. Like your face.
Maybe I've morphed into one.
No, you've got that kind of, because you've got quite a long neck, and then you've got like the sticking out ears, and like that kind of perplexed expression, like on your face.
I'd agree with all of that.
Yeah, and you do.
No, I wouldn't agree
look,
with any of that other than the
and
perplexed
you've got that
one.
kind of like.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what you've got.
So maybe I am a camel.
No, a giraffe, dickhead.
Oh, giraffe, sorry, yeah.
You might be. I think in a previous life you were a giraffe. That would make a lot of sense when you think about it. Because you were tall.
Yeah. Well, that's about sort of where it ends, really, isn't it?
Well, no, I mean, you've got the facial expressions. Yeah, that makes sense.
How have you been this month anyway?
Minth. Yeah, I've had, I've had ups and downs.
Like a Stanner stair lift.
Probably Stanner, not Stella.
Stanner.
Probably better than last month. I've been making sure I've been trying to be a little bit more open-minded, not open-minded, like forward-focused. Yeah, no, I do feel a lot better, a lot better than I did. Yeah, a lot better than I did last month.
You had a rough old September, didn't you?
Yeah, not been drinking as much. I think that might help.
Well, September you didn't drink very much.
No, I didn't. No, but I think I've not gone back onto drinking.
Oh, I see. You haven't gone on the...
Like, I've not been back on the benders, you know. I did have an odd situation a little while. You know, sometimes things... Do you get this, where things... There's like life chucks a little curveball at you.
Oh, yeah.
But like, no, but not physically, like mentally sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure how you're meant to be. So I've been doing a few all-nighters. And some, very occasionally I will like a little rum at night, as you know. And I'll obviously, because it's at night, I'll still have a little rum, but I'm working. Yeah?
Have you ever thought that maybe that's why you have to stay up all night because you're fucking bottling and
No,
hardly see the screen?
No, not at all. And it's not. I'm not excessively like not. I'm not pissed, obviously, but like just I might have like one or two or maybe three drinks like throughout the night, but then it gets to like 3-4 o'clock, and you're like, oh, I'm still drinking.
Yeah, how
casually. When's the cut off?
Is it? Do I have to close my eyes for 10 minutes?
Well, that's it. Because normally you'd go to bed, you'd wake up, I'm on the coffee. You wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? There's a clear, distinctive break. But when you were, and I was sat there the other night, and it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, because I was like, I'm just going to get another drink, some little top up. Oh no, I better not now, because it's going to be like morning in a minute, and I'm going to be like getting up and like driving and shit. Do you know what I mean? So it's.
Fuck.
So it's quite.
I hadn't thought about that.
No, it's weird because obviously if you sleep, everything resets in life, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, even if you're still drunk, then.
Well, no, obviously, yeah. You're not.
No, but you know what I mean. Like if you've had a heavy night, even that you're like, that's fine. It's the next morning. I'm fine.
It's the next, and you're hungover, aren't you? You're not still pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
it's just a different
word. Yeah, you are. So, but when you
driving with one eye shut, like.
Yeah, but when you don't sleep. It's a weird situation. It is a weird...
Why do you not organise your time so that you...
Well, the other thing as well is like, obviously, is like the other difficult thing is obviously you still have to go and like take all your clothes off and then put new ones on. Do you know what I mean?
But why don't you just leave them on?
But you could,
yeah, you could. Yeah, that would be... You'd feel like...
But that's what I mean. You feel rank, don't you? Like, it's like kind of 5-6 a.m. in the morning, and you're like, oh, I mean, I'm dressed, I'm kind of like ready to go now again, but you can't, can you? You have to be like, oh no, I need to get changed. I need to have a shower.
Yeah.
But it's really strange, even though you've not been in bed. It really fucks with your brain when there's no cut off.
Yeah,
there's
no
reset.
restart. Yeah.
It's really odd. I just wonder how many other things are like that, like where there's you have to have that line in the sand.
I
I mean, don't worry about thinking about it because you haven't got that much longer
I was
left.
going to say, no. I don't think there's anything that's quite as clear as that.
Well, yeah, it always just...
Because it's like, it's the same day, but brand new, isn't it?
well, that's it in your
It's never a
mind.
new
It's the
day.
same day, yeah.
Well, I suppose it is a new day, but it's not. You haven't moved forwards
Oh, what do you mean?
because people would go, it's a new day tomorrow.
Yeah.
But tomorrow doesn't actually exist, does it?
No. What about...
People are listening to that going, what the
how
talking
long
about?
have you ever stayed up? Like, have you ever done...
2-3 weeks, easy.
grow up?
No, probably no longer than probably 24 hours. Just done one night.
Yeah. I've done 2.
Yeah.
I've done 2 nights and then worked the following day, and that was pretty fucking horrendous.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
bet
that.
that was.
That was like hallucinating kind of thing.
I had a time where half my eldest was teething, and I was working. It was down
That
at
last
Padstow.
weekend.
Yeah. And it's like, 50-minute drive? I remember there was a week where I didn't really sleep. I didn't really know what was coming and going. I was still working. So I don't know how much... Didn't really sleep. So I slept, but not... It was all over the shop.
Wasn't
That's
good
probably
sleep.
the worst time. I just didn't really... No, I wasn't hallucinating. I just didn't really know what was going on.
You get like that though. I remember when we came back from Benidorm, you were like that. weren't you?
Yeah, but I felt shit, didn't I?
Well, yeah.
A few of us felt terrible.
I mean, I didn't. I felt fine.
No, I said a few of us felt
Oh, good.
terrible.
My shitter was on the way there, wasn't it? I was thinking about that the other night, actually. I don't know why I was thinking about it,
Absolute dick.
but it was... I don't quite know how I pulled that off. I don't quite know how I got to you in time. It was quite impressive, because I'd not packed or anything, had I? Like, it was...
I think it started. You just were waiting for a lot of wet clothes to dry, and then packed
about-
wet clothes.
About 10 minutes
one of the
it
most-
took me. It was one of the... I still get PTSD from that, you know?
Do you seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Like,
Oh, but dude.
yeah, and the doorbell going.
Do you?
Yeah, like the doorbell going and the kind of, someone's at the front door. So I just remember it, like I just remember that feeling, like, of that. Because my Alexa's right next door to my bed. The doorbell is in the kitchen, so you don't necessarily hear the doorbell. But what you do get is Alexa coming on going, someone's at the front door, like that. And that's what I hear, like, someone's at the front door. And I was just like, I remember waking up
Someone's
and
at the
being
front door.
being like, no, they're not. They can't be. It's like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's obviously...
It was it, wasn't it? Was it 3:15?
Yeah.
Come round to get you?
I came down, you're like, oh, dude. Just like, what the fuck are you
Looked
doing?
like you had like a...
I just didn't know why you were there.
You looked like you were a caricature of yourself.
Did not know why you were there at all. Like, what the fuck? Because you worry, don't you? Like, shit, something's bad. No one comes to your house at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be the police. It's going to
Or
be...
pick you up for holiday.
It's going to be police, fire.
Yeah.
Like, someone's died.
Yeah, something bad. Always something
Yeah.
bad. I woke up... So we came back. We had a flight. I haven't told you about this. It's funny.
No.
So we had a flight on the
It's not.
Friday at... I was at 7 o'clock. 6:45. Then we landed in London, taking into account it's a 12-hour flight, and then it goes back 2 hours with a time difference. It was about 5 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah, 5:15. By the time we got home, so we were knackered. Sorted shit out here. We'd had the bathroom done. It's all been ripped out and redone. And then we ended up going down the pub, didn't we, for too long. So anyway, so I got up in the middle of the night, and
What?
so Sunday morning
Yeah.
after a few beers. So I'm like a bit drunk,
You think you're still in
like
South Africa?
dry. I walked out, and I usually have a pint of water by my bed.
Yeah, for the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walked to the bed. Walked from the bedroom to the bathroom. It's only like, I don't know, 15 foot. Stood in the doorway. Didn't know what was going on. Walked into my office.
Yeah, you piss on the
Walked
floor.
back out. Was stood on the landing. And he goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm not sure." I think what happened, I was a bit drunk still.
Yeah.
I was dry, needed a drink,
Yeah.
but couldn't. But we got to the bathroom and didn't recognise the bathroom and thought I was still in South Africa. I remember that feeling. And then was like, so where do I need to go now to get where I need to get back to?
You were lost.
But didn't know where I was or even going.
Yeah, you were lost.
Yeah.
Lucky you didn't fall down the stairs, dude.
Yeah. And then I got back into the room and I was like, that's what I actually got for was a drink.
But did you not have any water in your bed?
No. It dried up after I pissed it. No, so I took the glass and then when I filled up, it was quite funny. Farley's like, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, Ria said that something similar to me the other day. She, there is that period of time in it when you're kind of like half awake, half asleep, kind of, and I don't do it as much anymore, but like I would, if I'm like just nodding off, I'll still try and have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
But it'll just come out all wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like what you were doing then. And
that's what I do all the time.
yeah. She, I thought she said to me, you need to go downstairs. So I was like, I just remember going, why do I need to go downstairs? And she went, no, you need to put your phone down. So apparently I'd been looking at my phone, like checking last minute check of emails at night, and just basically falling asleep like that.
Oh, I see.
So with my hand up like that.
Fucking hell.
And so I know it's not as interesting a story as yours,
No.
but Paige used to do that. Funny. She used to be a fucking right pain in the arse. The amount of time she'd walk downstairs and piss on the bottom step. Because she was obviously
sure
convinced.
she's going to be over the moon about you telling that story.
She's obviously in her head, she'd convinced herself that that's where the toilet was.
My mate used to piss in the... And he was a fully grown, flat-out adult.
Yeah.
At like late 40s.
Yeah.
Middle, late 40s. Used to piss... No, early 40s. Used to piss in his wardrobe.
Yeah.
And the dirty linen basket when he was drunk.
That might be a thing. That might be... Because like, have you ever had regression therapy or anything like that?
No.
Do you know what,
take you back, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So he might have actually been... It might be worth checking. But what?
Right.
Why are you laughing?
Well, where do you think he's fucking going back to?
See, look at your giraffe face. Like, he
Look
might...
you old Auntie fucking Costa over there.
He might have been, like, part of Narnia before. And that's why he's...
Shut up, you bellend.
What's his name?
Tyrone.
If you've got a fucking friend called Tyrone...
It is, Tyrone Matthews. Ty. He's got a stutter, so I go Ty.
Okay. That's a good point. What was the language like out there?
Foul.
No, I mean, like, what was it? Was it like Spain? Like, or was it like... What was it?
So it was Afrikaan. Well, where we were, from talking to people, it was Afrikaan.
What does that sound like?
Like South African.
Like...
But I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I don't fucking really know. And then you had Zulu, which was proper sort of like...
Oh my God, you did say that, because you see on Insta and stuff like that, don't you? Like, people have, like, TikToks as a name.
Like
not TikToks. That's...
What was that? There. This one girl was saying...
What was she? She was going tick-tick.
Her language...
That is incredible,
and she said the word of it, and I tried repeating it back many times. I just didn't have a clue.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I think I'm fascinated, like genuinely.
That's literally their words.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Imagine trying to learn that shit.
Well, you wouldn't.
You know, the other thing is like everyone around the world learns English.
Yeah.
I don't know any other language. Do you?
I know a little bit of Russian, and I know American as well.
But obviously,
yeah, I don't.
Go on then, give us some Russian.
No, I don't. I'm being silly.
I did think if of all the languages, if you were to know them, Russian would be right up your street.
No, I don't know. I don't know any.
When I was in South Africa, I was saying bonjour to people.
Why?
Because I just wanted to make it sound like I knew another language.
But why wouldn't you'd say that in France, dude? Because bonjour's French.
Well, you might only be able to speak French.
Were there any Germans there?
Yeah, I met a few.
They do get everywhere, don't
and also the Dutch, a lot of Dutch. But then South African is quite Dutch, isn't it? Because that's who originally invaded South Africa. Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, so it's a really similar language.
Yeah.
In like tone.
What
is found interesting.
Is it quite an aggressive language? So like German's quite an aggressive
Yeah,
language,
quite.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I suppose it can be quite sort of heavy, but not really. Slightly, maybe.
Clean? Like, obviously, like, not everywhere, but...
Sure, in general, it's pretty good actually.
Air
Yeah.
clean?
Yeah. Well, we didn't really go to any built-up cities, particularly. Obviously, we went to Cape Town. We didn't stay there.
You said you can go to Table Mountain.
No, it was the
Mount
cable
Ararat.
car. The cable car.
Is that what it's called? Mount Ararat?
Oh, tabletop mountain. I don't know about whatever you just said. I don't
Mount
know.
Ararat.
I don't know. You can say it. You can say it all as many times.
Do you know how
want.
it got its name?
Tabletop mountain.
No, Mount Ararat.
I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you very
No,
quickly?
not particularly.
Just really quickly. So you know, obviously, the story
You know
of
when you have quick and then you have quick.
You know,
Can you make it quick?
You know the story of Noah and Noah's Ark?
No. Well, I think with like they got a load of animals on the
dude,
ship.
don't pretend you don't know it.
No, but they
Everyone
got
knows. I didn't say do you believe in it. I said you know the story.
Vaguely about.
What do you mean vaguely? How can you not know the...
Well, they got a load of animals got saved and put on a boat. That's all I can remember.
Dude, it's one of the most famous stories in the world.
I've got other things to be remembering.
Anyway, so obviously after the Great Flood, and they're kind of coming along on the Ark, I think it was. They're coming along on the Ark. This is a true story, by the way. They hit land, and it was Tabletop Mountain. That's what they hit.
The water was high, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a Great Flood, dude.
How flooded did it get?
Dude, the whole world was flooded. That's why Noah and his missus...
Well, how did he hit something if it was all flooded?
What are you talking about?
You said he hit the...
Well, yeah, because the top of the mountain was there, and he's on a fucking ark, and he's basically ground it on the top of the...
Gosh, lucky, wasn't he?
On top of the mountain. It's going to happen, isn't it?
Where did all the water drain to?
Well, I think it happened over time. And basically, now this bit you're going to think is what I'm making up, and it's absolutely legit, right? I don't know. We don't know what Mrs. Noah's called. No one ever talks about her, but Noah's wife. I think that's what she's referred to. Noah's wife. Just as that happened, a rat ran past, and she went, "Ah, a rat!" like that, and that's why they called it Mount Ararat. And I actually think that's what it's called. Google it just quickly, Mount Ararat, please. Just quickly, I just need to see Mount Ararat.
Mount
I suppose Ararat, Arat.
No, I think you got the wrong mountain, dude. Mountain Turkey.
What is that, Mount Ararat? Is that Mount Ararat? Is it? Well, it's not. It's not the same as Tabletop Mountain.
Well, I didn't go to fucking Turkey, did I?
Significance. Why is Mount Ararat famous for? Yeah, okay. Notably, the widely held theory that it was on Mount Ararat that Noah's Ark landed after the flood. Well, I'll be damned. I thought that was Tabletop Mountain. But it's Turkey. Interesting. Well, now, I mean, if you look at the map as well... Sorry, just hold my coffee a second. That
smells rank, that does.
It's quite a lot in land, but not far away from probably where they started.
Who started?
Oh, Noah and that.
It was all water, so it's irrelevant what land there was.
Didn't go far though, did they?
Well, where did they start?
Well, one assumes that they started around the kind of Jesus area, you know, like Bethlehem and stuff like that.
Should we just close the door on this before we... Because I've got fucking no idea what to comment on this. I've got no interest in it, so I don't get it.
No, I get it.
And that's not me being offensive or anything. I don't know, where did he moor up to? Well, he moored up on top of Mount Ararat, didn't
I
he?
don't think it was moored. I think it was... That was the top. It's probably quite a high mountain by the looks of it.
It looks high, yeah.
The bottom of the boat basically...
5.37... 5,137 metres.
Yeah, well there you are. That'll do it. And then I imagine then over time, I think the water's just receded That's what they
Must
say.
have been some damp problems, isn't there?
Yeah, I wonder. I suppose receded.
How tall is Mount Ararat in the Bible? Oh, it's not the band, is it? It's a bloody. One day while he was worshipping in the temple of God. I don't even know what that means. I apologise.
Is that telling?
I thought there would be some information there for me to say
digest?
about the. Yeah. Anyway, no, we couldn't go up Tabletop Mountain because there'd been a fire in the part of the cable somewhere, so it got shut for 5
Sounds
days.
like vandalism.
Don't know. Ask
Sounds
them.
like absolute vandalism.
Hell of a lot of smoke. Yeah, so that was a
still?
shame. Yeah.
5 days later.
No. Afterwards. So it happened the night before we got there.
Fucking hell, that's annoying. There's no other way
There's
up there. You can walk, I guess.
No, you could have walked. Yeah, walked up
fancy that.
Lions Heed.
Not the same though,
That's
is it?
high, dude.
Not the same though, is it? Tabletop Mountain.
I reckon it's probably scarier.
Did you see the geezer stood on top of the hill with his hands out? Is that there? Like that?
No, that's thingy in Brazil.
Oh,
Um,
didn't go to Brazil.
what's he called? This is getting boring now, so let's...
Around the world with Steve and Dave.
yeah, Brazil... what's it called?
I don't know,
Man
mate.
on the Hill.
Is it a man or a woman? Is it one of the wonders of the world, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not there. It's all about the Menendez brothers. Christ the Redeemer.
Oh, so it's Jesus, is it?
Christ the Redeemer.
See, again, that sounds like a bit like what I said, wouldn't it? Like they called it that, but you can imagine some fella was on a boat and went, Christ, the Redeemer! And that's... and then, then it gets written
it's
into...
fucking huge, isn't
Is
it,
it,
that thing?
has it got reviews?
Yeah, I suppose it would have, because people...
Let's read one out. What do people say? Fucking reviews.
Someone gave it a
1 star. There's no coffee. Someone giving it a...
lowest. I see what lowest.
Yeah.
There's no room to enjoy... Oh, come on. There's no room to enjoy this statue. It's packed with people who just want to spend two solo time with Chris.
Who's
It
Chris?
just wouldn't happen. It's cramped. It's horrible. Pictures will totally do
Who the
trick.
fuck are they talking? Do they think it's called Chris, not Christ? Chris the Redeemer. Do they think it's called?
Time with Chris.
Stop it.
No, it does say Chris. Look, but maybe they meant to put Christ.
I wanted to spend some time on their own with Chris.
Yeah.
But they thought it was called Chris, not Christ. That's
Because
funny.
He captured Chris's.
Fuck off. What does it say? What does it say?
I think they're taking the piss.
What does it say?
They can't actually be calling it Chris.
Chris the Redeemer. That's just like me though with Mount Ararat in fucking South Africa. You only have to get it wrong. I've been saying that my whole life.
Have you?
Yeah.
In regards to the statue, I do kinda enjoy it. The sculptor should be proud. He captured Chris's
What? Captured what?
Chris's energy and vibe.
Fuck off. Well, they didn't. He's fucking 300 foot tall. That's funny. What's the average rating, by the way? Out of 5?
4.8.
So that's fucking...
That's decent, yeah.
No, I know, but you'd think for a humongous statue of Jesus Christ, or Chris as he's now known, that would be 5 stars. How have you found another one?
Christy. Someone else to call it Christy.
Or is it Christy?
Christy? Christo? Christo itself is at... Oh, that might be the area.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. Yeah, so Chris the Redeemer,
But
I think...
to be fair, like, to that person, you didn't know anything about Noah. And I'm not being funny. Like, I reckon you don't know that much about Jesus either. Like, if I was to talk
No, I
about
don't.
some of the... So,
No,
if,
I don't.
if you
And do you know what?
passing...
Sorry, just 2 seconds. But on the Noah, I wasn't being... I just remember, you know, when you were younger, they said about the animals... Noah piled all the animals into the ark to save them.
Yeah.
And I know nothing before and nothing after.
No.
And I'm... Whatever.
Well, it's an incredible feat. Why are you laughing, dude?
Okay, yeah, so you wanted to teach me about Jesus.
No, I was just saying, like, obviously, imagine if I was texting you, yeah, and I was like, Oh, and I wrote Chris rather than Christ.
Yeah.
Like if I said, oh, you said, oh, Steve, me and Fia in Brazil. Got any like top tips places you should go and see? And I'm like rushing for the train or whatever. I'm like, oh, we need to go and see Chris. Rushing for the train. Go see Chris the Redeemer. And then for the rest of your life, you thought it was called Chris.
Yeah, that is a good
That
one,
is
though,
how
isn't
those
it?
things happen, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like straight up. Like that is literally. how
That
these
was
things-
worth wasting 10 minutes for, so we could just read Chris the Redeemer, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, got another little recording tomorrow with two friends.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's a good one. We've got some good ones coming up.
we have got some good ones coming up. Yeah.
But you're all right, though.
I'm all right. Yeah. It's. Yeah, I did miss you. Not gonna lie, I did. It was a bit odd. It was odd, like not having. It's a bit annoying. Keep getting pictures of food and shit. But,
Well, even though you said send them.
well, I know, but when sometimes it's a bit like it's a bit like when you're at a buffet and well, not me, but someone says, "Oh, help yourself," and you just want to fucking eat it all. They don't mean eat it all.
Yeah.
You'd
never learned that, did you?
Well, no, I just think if it's a buffet, it's a buffet. It's like fucking free for all, isn't it? You just got, and it always wastes at buffet. Always wasted food.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like wasting food.
Yeah, no chance you'll waste any food.
No. So sorry about the yawn, by the way, dude.
Yeah. That's
Sorry.
probably about 15 yawns now.
Yeah, no, really. Again,
And when you start up your own podcast, give us a shout, mate. We'll tune in. Remember, don't edit. So then, if you do yawn, we can see it.
But also, I do feel like Dave's getting a bit salty about that now. So
No, just winding him up. So funny.
well, it might not be a he, might be a woman.
Oh, I thought it was a fella. Commented.
I'm not sure. I didn't ask the gender.
Because you did say, have you seen this bloke? You didn't, I'm one yet.
No, but yeah.
This
Anyway.
bloke on the aeroplane in between.
Where the fuck did you buy that from? Did you buy that in Africa?
No, Nellie's been here for fucking months. It's
Fuck's
Bogdan's.
sake.
This fella was carrying probably the same size teddy on his flight.
You don't have to pay extra.
No. It's like a teddy, isn't it?
See you next time.
Right, see you later. Bye.